Very welcome everyone to this particular session of the current affairs. Today we are going to discuss the current affairs for the day 4th of October 2024. So let's start our session and let's see that what we have to discuss in today's day. So basically, when we start our current affairs session, let's see that what are the topics we are going to discuss. The topics are like this: the international news, the national news, state, defense, science and technology, sports news, important days, awards and recognition, summit and conference, and at last we will summarize that what we have learned in this session. Before I start, the images used in our slide deck are for educational purpose only. We respect the intellectual property rights of the original creators and owners of these images. If you are the owner of any of the images used in this deck and have any concern or issue, please contact us at sathi@iitk.ac.in and we shall remove the images. So the first news that we are having today is an international news, and let's discuss that what it is. Shane Baum leads as Mexico's first woman president. So first of all, you need to know that where is Mexico? Mexico is a country that is situated in the south of United States of America, that is in North American continent. And the capital of this country is Mexico City. You will also find the Gulf of Mexico just towards the east of the Mexico country. So let's come back to the news. Claudia Sheinbaum has been sworn in as Mexico's first female president. Okay, so the point here is that Mexico has got its first female president. If we discuss regarding the first female, then in that case, the first female president of India, if we need to discuss that, we know that Devi Singh Pratibha Patil was the first female president of India. She became the president in 2007. Now, if we go to the other topic, the second female president we also got in 2022, and she is Miss Draupadi Murmu. So she's the second female president of India. That is all about India. But Mexico got its first female president, and she is Claudia Sheinbaum. She succeeded outgoing president Andres Manuel Lopez. Please remember the outgoing president or the presider was Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador, her close ally from the Morena party. That means that she is also from Morena party and the preceding president was from the Morena party and he was his close ally. Her leadership make a significant milestone for the nation. Sheinbaum's president symbolized a continuation of progressive policies. That is a very consistent thing that whenever a president or the prime minister changes, he or she will bring some policies, but they particularly thinking that the policies that would be coming are progressive. So that's from Mexico. Let's move to the other one. Another news is also an international news and it is a kind of a collaboration. Let's see. The Reliance Group collaborates with Bhutan on renewable energy. First of all, Reliance Group, we know Reliance is a very big industry in India and it is collaborating with which country? It is collaborating with Bhutan. Bhutan, where is Bhutan situated? So Bhutan is a landlocked country, we know. It is on the north side of India and just besides Sikkim, and you can say it is between Sikkim and Arunachal Pradesh. And on the north of this particular country, you will also find China. Okay, so Bhutan is a landlocked country. On one side, you will find Sikkim, or in south, you will find India. In east, you will also find India, and in north, you will find China. Now, here you can see in this photo, this person, Zaring Tobgay, he's the Prime Minister of Bhutan. And here you can see the Mr. Anil Ambani. He is the one of the son of Dhirubhai Ambani, who is also the owner of Reliance Industries. So Anil Ambani Reliance Group plans to develop 1270 megawatt of solar and hydroelectric power projects in Bhutan. So what we can understand here that particularly Reliance Group is working on renewable energy. Renewable energy, we know it is that energy that particularly can be regenerative, that we can reuse after some time. So that is called renewable energy. So they plans to develop 1270 megawatts of solar and hydroelectric power projects in Bhutan. So solar power, we know the sun rays, they particularly converts the sun energy, the solar energy into electricity. And hydroelectric power projects are those which run on the basis of the running water like rivers. When we build dam on them, we can get the hydroelectric power projects. So two type of projects, the solar energy and hydroelectric power projects. The partnership is with Druk Holding and Investment Limited, the commercial arm of Bhutanese government. Okay, so the Bhutan government is not directly doing this collaboration. There is a company, there is an industry that is known as the Drug Holding and Investment Limited that is particularly partnership in with Reliance Industries for this purpose. The collaboration marks a significant stride into Bhutan's renewable energy sector. So this particular collaboration will obviously give boom or will give rise to the um, renewable energy sector of Bhutan. It's aimed to enhance the renewable energy capacity and sustainability efforts in the region. That is a very important thing, and renewable energy capacity is the future of this world. So when India is also working on this particular thing, so neighboring countries are also working. So that is why every country needs to do it right now. Okay, as you can see these days, the EV cars are so much in boom. Okay, every new company or every old company is making EV cars these days. Why so? Because everyone knows that in future the fossil fuels are going to be extinct, and the future will be either the renewable energy or this electric things. Okay, so that is why. Another important news, international news, we have India and Nepal signed 12 MOUs for high impact community development projects in Nepal. Now try to understand this. India and Nepal signed 12 MOUs for high impact. MOUs are memorandums of understandings, like agreement, for high impact community development project. That means that in Nepal there are some communities, and for them they needs to do some kind of development. So for that purpose, high impact community development projects are going to be done. On 27th of September 2024, India and Nepal signed 12 memorandums of understandings for high impact community development projects in Nepal. The project supported by a grant of NRs 474 million, approximately 47.4 crore from the government of India. It is very simple that India is supporting them with this particular money. Covers sectors such as education, health, agriculture, drinking and water and culture. And obvious is that they particularly helping them in all the necessary things. MOUs were signed by the Embassy of India in Kathmandu, the Ministry of Federal Affairs and General Administration of Nepal, and various projects implementing agencies of the government of Nepal. Okay, so basically the MOUs were signed by the Embassy of India in Kathmandu, as every country has a embassy in each another country. So Embassy of India in Kathmandu, the Ministry of Federal Affairs and General Administration of Nepal, and various project implementation agencies. Those agencies which are going to implement these projects, they are also involved in these MOUs. These projects aim to improve educational infrastructure, healthcare service, water supply, agriculture storage, cultural amenities, and for local communities. Okay, so basically, as we have said, all the basic things needs to be covered, and for that purpose, this MOU has been done. So remember, India and Nepal signed MOUs for the community development projects in Nepal. In one of the last session, we also discussed that India is also giving 50 million USD, that is US dollars, to Maldives. For what purpose? For to get better infrastructure and better things. And it was a second rollover. Okay. Another MOU is signed with Nepal. National news we are going to discuss. Classical languages status granted to some language like Marathi, Bengali, Pali, Prakrit, Assamese. So I must say that you must have heard Marathi. Marathi is a language that is a language from Maharashtra. Bengali is the language that prevails in West Bengal and some northeastern states also. Pali, I hope you know if you have learned the Buddhism, but if you don't, let me tell you, Pali is the language that basically in connection with Buddhism. Okay, so Buddhism, all the texts of Buddhism that you will see, Okay, they are particularly written in Pali language, and Pali was the prevailing language of Buddhism. Prakrit is the prevailing language of Jainism. And Assamese, we know that Assam is a state in northeastern states of India, and it is the language of Assam. So Union Cabinet approved the classical language status for how many languages? Five languages. Please remember Marathi, Bengali, Assamese, Pali, and Prakrit. Please repeat with me Marathi, Bengali, Assamese, Pali, and Prakrit. Okay, so these are the basic five languages which are given the classical status. Please do not get confused. They have got the classical status by the government of India. Okay, if you will go into the official language thing, then that is a different thing. You need to go to the schedules, and in schedules you need to go to the 8th schedule. In 8th schedule you will find 22 languages that are called as the official languages, like Hindi, Urdu, Sanskrit. Okay, all these type of languages are called official languages. In that case, official languages are basically those languages in which in different states the official work is done, and particularly those languages which are used for every kind of official works in central government or the state government. Okay, that is a different thing. They are given the particularly classical language because these are some of the languages that are, you can say, the root of the culture, root of the culture of this country. So that is why they are given this status. This decision addressed long pending demands and highlights India's rich linguistic heritage. As I said, the move aims to preserve and promote these ancient languages. As I said, it is a significant step towards recognizing and valuing India's diverse linguistic culture. Okay, I hope the other points are very clear, but the main point is Marathi, Bengali, Pali, Prakrit, and Assamese. These five languages have been given the status of classical languages in India. Let's move to the other one. Another important news regarding the cabinet approved 78-day productivity linked bonus for railway employees. A very good gift for the railway employees. The union cabinet chaired by Prime Minister Narendra Modi approved 2028.57 crore productivity linked bonus for 11.72 lakh railway employees. Okay, so basically there are 11.72 lakh railway employees. For them a particular budget has been given. Each eligible employees will receive a maximum bonus of 17,951. The bonus is typically dispersed ahead of the Durga Puja and Dashera holidays. Okay, so basically when the Durga Puja and Dashera will be on, this bonus has been given so that they can get a different particular type of bonus and get a relief from the expenditures. This initiative aims to motivate staff by incentivizing continuous improvement in operational and efficiency and service delivery. So basically this is also an example that if you want to improve the efficiency of the employees and their service delivery things, you can also do these type of things to motivate them so that they can be efficient in the workplace. So remember, this is given to the railway employees. Another important news from the national status. Cabinet approves PM RKVY and Krishnonnati Yojana for sustainable agriculture. Now try to understand. The Union Cabinet has approved a consolidation of various centrally sponsored schemes into two main umbrella schemes, PM RKVY and Krishnonnati Yojana. Now try to understand. Particularly to focus on agriculture, there are two main umbrella schemes that the cabinet has given approved, or the particular names of these status, these schemes are PMRKY and Krishnannati Yojana. PMRKY aims to promote sustainable agriculture, to make agriculture more sustainable, more better and more customized. Okay, so for that purpose this scheme is. Krishnannati Yojana focuses on enhancing food security and agriculture self-sufficiency. That means we need to become Atmanirbhar, and also we need to secure that what type of food we are particularly growing and it would be sufficient for all the people. The total proposed expenditure for these schemes is 1,01,321.61 crore to be executed by the state government. So basically these schemes will be under the supervision of state government. So remember, two schemes dedicated to sustainable agriculture. Another important national news, guys. PM Modi inaugurates GAIL's first CBG plant in Jharkhand. First is very important. Whenever you find these type of news, this is first, this is first, this is first. So please write down those particular news in your notebooks very efficiently. Okay. So GAIL's first CBG plant in Jharkhand. Okay. Just write these three words and your news is done. Now, Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated GAIL India Limited's compressed biogas plant in Ranchi, Jharkhand. Okay, so basically, as you know, that compressed biogas, you must have heard about the compressed natural gas (CNG) that is majorly used in auto rickshaws or in cabs or in particularly cars. Okay, but also there is also one type of gas that is called a compressed biogas. So biogas plant are particularly opened in Ranchi, Jharkhand, and this is the first that is being inaugurated through GAIL. What is GAIL? Gas Authority India Limited. Okay, what is GAIL? GAIL is Gas Authority India Limited. The inauguration was done via virtual mode during the ceremony at Vigyan Bhavan. It has been done virtually by Narendra Modi. He was sitting in New Delhi and virtually through a video conferencing, he opened that. Facility has a feedstock processing capacity of 150 tons per day and a production capacity of 5 tons per day. Okay, it represents an investment of 26 crore and aims to convert municipal solid waste into renewable energy. Basically, compressed biogas is based on the particularly the solid waste that we are getting from the animals like cow dung. Okay, so when we are talking about compressed biogas, they are majorly made of these type of materials. Now when we are talking about compressed biogas, the first plant is opened in Ranchi. Remember that first plant in Ranchi, that is in Jharkhand. Okay, another one. PM Modi launches Gaushala with Bio CNG plant in MP. So basically, as we have learned that a CBG plant is opened in Jharkhand, same day another plant is opened in MP also. Prime Minister Narendra Modi virtually inaugurated the Lal Tipara Gaushala. Please remember Lal Tipara Gaushala with Bio CNG plant in Gwalior, Madhya Pradesh. Okay, Gwalior is the place very famous for the Gwalior fort and also is also known as the place where Tansen belongs to. Okay. The launch was part of various development projects worth rupees 685 crore in the state. Okay, so basically this launch was part of some various projects. Some other projects were also launched, which were worth of 685 crore in the MP state. And apart from it, one CNG plant is also opened in Gwalior. The event was held on the occasion of Swachhta Divas, observed on Gandhi Jayanti every year. Okay, so basically Gandhi Jayanti, as we know, that particularly lies on 2nd of October. So event was held on the occasion of Swachhta Divas. So basically this particular launch was done on 2nd of October. The Bio CNG plant aims to promote sustainable waste management and renewable energy production. So basically the basic purpose behind this plant is to aim to promote sustainable waste management as what we can use and what we can do with the waste, with this particular waste that we are having, and also it will be focusing the renewable energy production. So another bio CNG plant is opened in MP other than Jharkhand. In Jharkhand, GAIL's first bio plant, that is the CBG plant, is opened. Okay, remember that it is in Ranchi, Jharkhand. Another important news we can come to is that national news Make in India celebrates 10 years, a decade of transformational growth. Okay, so just read it out for you. On 25th of September 2024, the Make in India initiative celebrates its 10th anniversary, making a decade of empowering India as a global manufacturing hub. I hope you must have heard about it for a very long time. It was a program that was started in 2014. So recently 10th anniversary is completed. Launched by Prime Minister Narendra Modi on 25th September 2014 at Vigyan Bhavan, New Delhi, the initiative has boosted domestic manufacturing innovations, skill development, and foreign investment. Okay, so what we have here is basically this program was launched at Vigyan Bhavan, that is in New Delhi in 2014, and the initiative was to boost domestic manufacturing, innovation, skill development, and foreign investment because it is the very important ask of the hour that we need to do is to manufacture within India. As much as we manufacture within India, that much we can provide to the people of this country, and that much be the lower cost of the things. The Department of for Promotion of Industries and Internal Trade, Ministry of Commerce and Industries, implements the program. Okay. On 30th September 2024, MOCI introduced the 7th Business Reforms Action Plan to further strengthen the Make in India initiative, aiming to enhance the ease of doing business. Okay, so you can understand this. This is very important. Let's move to the other one. Nagaland gears up for 25th Hornbill Festival celebration. Very important. Please remember that Hornbill Festival is related to Nagaland. The Department of Tourism in Nagaland is set to celebrate the 25th Hornbill Festival from 1st of December to 10th at the Heritage Village, Kisama. Nagaland, as we know, is a particular state of northeast from northeastern states of India, and the capital of Nagaland is Kohima, and a very famous cultural festival of Nagaland is the Hornbill Festival. This year marks the silver jubilee of the festival. Okay, so this particular festival, this particular year, it is the 25th, and that is why it is the silver jubilee. Dr. G. Huguga Saima, Commissioner and Secretary for Tourism, expressed excitement about the event. He is the Secretary for Tourism. That means the particular Ministry of Tourism. He is the Secretary. He is an IS officer, former particularly the IS officer of 1990s batch. The festival is expected to be a remarkable celebration of Nagaland's culture and heritage. So remember just one thing, Hornbill Festival is related to Nagaland. Another important news, Assam's culture heritage, 8 traditional products receive GI tags. Okay, first of all, what is GI tags? The Geographical Indications Registry, okay, in Chennai has granted GI tags to 8 unique products from Assam. So basically, GI tag, geographical indicators. Like if you are having a map, you put an indicator that this particular state, like if you put an indicator in Assam. So you can write that these are the some of the things that are important or famous or cultural or has cultural connection in Assam. Like it can be food, it can be some kind of cloth, it can be some kind of crafting, okay, painting, like that. So basically that these type of things generally get the GI tag. So particularly we are talking about Assam. So Assam, 8 particular unique products got the GI tags. These products include traditional food items and distinctive varieties of rice beer. The recognition marks a significant milestone in preserving the cultural heritage of the Bodo community. So one point is also covered, that Bodo community belongs to which particular state? It belongs to Assam. Each product carries centuries of cultural significance and traditional knowledge. Okay, so basically the purpose behind the GI tag is to carry on these particular cultures, these cuisine, these craftsmanships, and it will be further passed on to the next generation. Another state news, Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka signs MOU for wildlife protection and forest management. On 27th of September 2024, Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka signed a memorandum of understanding to address wildlife and forest management challenges. Okay, so basically Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka, they are working together. As you can see in map that Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka, they are adjoined, they are particularly sharing the boundaries. So they particularly have also shared the MOUs to address the wildlife and forest management challenges. MOU aims to strengthen cross-border MOU aims to strengthen cross-border conservation efforts, mitigate human-animal conflicts, and promote sustainable forest management practices. So, basic purpose behind this is to the cross-border conservation efforts that we need to conserve our forest, and it would be easy that if both the states will work together to conserve these places. Second thing is mitigate human-animal conflicts. Okay, sometimes you will also see that animals would come to the road, would come into the city. You must have seen videos in which you will be shown that tiger is roaming in the city, tiger is or crocodile is roaming in the streets, okay, in during the rainy seasons. Okay, so these type of things should be avoided and promote sustainable forest management practices. The Karnataka government will train 25 mahouts and kawadis identified by the Andhra Pradesh government to improve their skills in handling and managing Kumki elephants. Okay, so remember that Kumki elephant is a very Kumki is a particular species of elephant. Please remember that, or particularly you can also say it is a category of elephant, and they are particularly training 25 Mahout and Kawadis to train them. Both states will establish a joint task force for wildlife conservation protection, including efforts to prevent illegal activities such as poaching. Poaching means hunting the animals, and forest degradation. That means to cutting down the trees or the forest. So, for this purpose, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka signed an MOU. Another important one, guys, Maharashtra approves to rename Pune Airport as Jagadguru Sant Tukaram Maharaj Airport. The government of Maharashtra has approved renaming Pune International Airport located in Lohegaon as the Jagadguru Sant Tukaram Maharaj Airport. So remember this point that from now on the Pune Airport that is in Lohegaon will be called as Jagadguru Sant Tukaram Maharaj Airport. The decision was made during a cabinet meeting chaired by Chief Minister Eknath Shinde. Okay, so Chief Minister of Maharashtra, we know that it is Mr. Eknath Shinde. The decision was made during a cabinet meeting. Jagadguru Sant Tukaram Maharaj was a revered 17th century Hindu saint and poet from Maharashtra who plays major role in Bhakti movement. Okay, so one of the famous poet and Hindu saint. He was from Maharashtra and he was from 17th century, and that is why the particular airport has been renamed after his name. The proposal for renaming has been forwarded to the union government for final approval. So we can see that these type of things are at the end. It is in the hand of cabinet. Okay, so cabinet will give approval. Only after that these things can be done. Okay. Okay, another important news we have from the defense sector. So, Bharat Electronics and Israel Aerospace Industries form joint venture. Bharat Electronics Limited and Israel Aerospace Industries IAI have established a joint venture named BEL IAI Aerosystem Private Limited. Okay, so Israel's Aerospace Industries and Bharat Electronics Limited, they are coming together. They have called it BEL IAI Aerospace System Private Limited. JV is headquartered in Delhi and aims to support the medium range surface to air missile system for India's defense forces. This particular thing will help in enhancing the defense forces with the missiles. This partnership underscores the long standing collaboration between BEL IAI. It enhances India's defense capabilities while aligning with the government's vision of Atmanirbhar Bharat. So we can see that we are working very closely with all the sectors to develop ourselves or become self-reliant or become Atmanirbhar Bharat. So remember, BEL has shared the collaboration with Israel Aerospace for the development of missiles. Another important news again from the defense vertical, Aarti Sareen, remember her name? First woman DG of Armed Force Medical Service. Okay, so Surgeon Vice Admiral Aarti Sareen, that means she belongs to Navy, has become the first woman officer to take over as the Director General Armed Forces Medical Service. So she will taking care of all the type of things that are working in medical services. The DGAFMS is directly responsible to the Ministry of Defense for overall medical policy matter related to the armed forces. So armed force personnel and armed force people, they have their own particular medical services. So for that purpose, she is responsible now. Her appointment marks a significant milestone in the history of the Armed Force Medical Service. Sareen's leadership is expected to bring new perspectives and advancement in military medical services. So that would be the hope we'll be getting from her, that she will bring some advancement and some things into the medical services of military. Another important news coming once again from defense, BEL secures MCA approval to set up JV with Israel Aerospace Industries. Bharat Electronics Limited has received approval from the Ministry of Corporate Affairs to establish a joint venture named BEL IAI Aerospace System Private Limited. We just discussed 2 slides back regarding this. Now the point is that they also need to get a particular confirmation or approval from the ministry. So from which ministry they got this? From corporate affairs. BEL holds 40% of the stake in JV. IAI owns the remaining 60%. JV will operate in both India and Israel. As we have already discussed, they are going to build indigenous missile program. New entity will provide repair and maintenance service for the medium-range surface-to-air missile system used in India's defense forces. Further regulatory approvals are required from the Ministry of Defense, India, and Committee of Ministries, or for Social and Economic Affairs, Israel. So these two ministries, respectively from India and Israel, will be also be giving approval. Only after that the things will be done. Okay. Another. Okay, another news we have today is the Tata Motors to build 150 WHAP armored vehicles for Morocco. Okay, so basically Tata Advanced System Limited TASL and the Royal Armed Forces of Morocco signed a contracted to local manufacture 150 wheel armor platform combat vehicles. The delivery will be completed over a period of 3 years, marking the largest deal of India made armored vehicles both domestically and internationally. Okay, so basically Tata Advanced System, they have built these particular armored vehicles with the particular army that is also called the Royal Armed Force of Morocco, and they are particularly collaborating to build these type of vehicles. WHAP is designed and developed indigenously in collaboration with the Defense Research Development Organization, that is DRDO, and Tata Motors. So basically these armors are made under the supervision of DRDO and Tata Motors. The vehicle is amphibious. That means it can work closely on land as well as in water, capable of navigating difficult terrains. It can also work in difficult terrains, means to say different type of landforms like mountains and all that, and can withstand mine blast. That is very important. Even if it can fall on a mine, it will survive. It has the capability to survive that mine blast. Okay. Science and technology news again. Adani and Google partner to boost clean energy in India. So Adani Group will supply renewable energy from its upcoming solar wind hybrid project in Khavda, Gujarat to Google starting in 2025. So basically Adani Energy, as they are working closely with the government also to particularly improve the decarbonization thing in India. So they are also working in solar wind hybrid projects in Khavda, Gujarat to Google, and particularly they will be providing this energy to them. Khavda project is located in the world's largest renewable energy facility. Very important. Commercial operations are set to begin in quarter 3 of 2025. The partnership supports Google carbon free energy goal and helps reduce the carbon footprints of industrial clients. Okay, so carbon footprints is like if you are using a lot of fuels, a lot of fossil fuels, you will be leaving behind some footprints that are called carbon footprints. So partnership supports Google carbon free energy goal and helps reduce the carbon footprints of the industrial client. NASA's SpaceX Crew 9 launches to ISS for science expedition. NASA's SpaceX Crew 9 mission successfully launched on September 28, 2024 from Cape Canaveral. The mission supports scientific research aboard the ISS. The astronaut Nick Hague and cosmonaut Alexander Gorbunov will spend 5 months aboard the space station. This will conduct crucial scientific experiment during their stay. So basically, as we know that lot of astronauts will go into the space to the international space stations and different space stations, and they conduct different type of experiments. Okay, so for that purpose, NASA SpaceX Crew 9 launches to ISS. PM Modi launches IFSC single window system developed by Dev IT. On 16 September 2024, PM Modi launched the single window IT suite platform developed by Dev Information Technology Limited under the guidance of the International Financial Service Centers Authority in Ahmedabad, Gujarat. The platform aims to simplify bureaucratic procedures and enhance transparency for entities setting up operations in IFSC. So try to understand this, that particularly they are building some kind of a single window system, and this system will focus on what? It will simplify the bureaucratic procedures, that different type of procedures that you need to follow in government, and enhance transparency for entities. Okay, there will be transparency also in every type of work. So it brings together different government agencies and regulators on single digital platform. Okay, so different type of categories, departments will be on single platform, including Department of Commerce, Ministry of Finance, RBI, SEBI, and IRDAI. So they will be in contact with each other on a single platform, and the work will be continuous and smooth. The system enables applicants to submit application, obtain approval, fulfill regulatory requirement digitally in simple, seamless, and secure manner. It is like Umang application. Umang application is like one in which you can get lot of things from the government of India. Like if you want some kind of claim, some Aadhaar card thing, some EPFO thing. So basically, government is also building this platform so that they can do the work swiftly and smoothly. Another important news coming from Science and Tech, MOP unveils CSIRT power facility to protect India's power sector against cyber threats. So, Union Minister Manohar Lal Khattar, Ministry of Power, inaugurated the Computer Security Incident Response Team Power CSIRT power facility at Northern Regional Power Committee, New Delhi. CSIRT Power has developed to protect India's power infrastructure from cyber threats. So, first of all, read up to here. So, Manohar Lal Khattar, we know, is the Union Minister of Housing and Urban Affairs also. Ministry of Power inaugurated the Computer Security Incident Response Team. So, for computer securities and all that, they have created this particular thing that is called CSIRT Power facility at Northern Regional Power Committee. The facility is equipped with advanced infrastructure, cutting edge cyber security tools, and key resources. So basically, this facility is equipped with the advanced infrastructures, okay, and cutting edge. Cutting edge matlab, means that they are particularly using the latest technology for this purpose. Cybersecurity tools and key resources. Key objective include collecting, analyzing, and sharing information regarding power sector, specifying cyber threats, and promoting sector-specific best practices and security policies. Another news, fossil fuel dominance in electricity generation to end by 2030 RBI report. So as we know that these days we are using petrol, diesel a lot and we are using it continuously for the last many years. But according to RBI report, recent RBI report, the dominance of this thing will going to be end by 2030. Let's see. Reserve Bank of India forecast that the dominance of fossil fuels in India's electricity generation will end by 2030 with renewable energy expected to surpass 50% of global electricity generation. So it is very important to understand this data that they are saying that particularly renewable energy will be on so boom that they will surpass this particular thing and they will particularly get 50% of the particular sector of this providing electricity. This transition is critical for achieving substantial goals, sustainability goals, and addressing climate challenges. As we know that we also have sustainable goals, and we need to fulfill them by 2030. For that purpose, it is also very important. RBI emphasizes the need for increased investment in low carbon energy, suggesting that for every USD invested in fossil fuels, an average of USD 3 should be invested in low carbon energy. Okay, so basically RBI is saying that if you are putting 1 rupee into the fossil fuel thing, you should put 3 rupees into the renewable energy thing. So for in that way we can smoothly and we can conveniently go from non-renewable energy sector to the renewable energy sector. We can grow that. Tripling renewable energy capacity by 2030 is crucial for meeting global net zero emission target by mid-century. That is we have already discussed. Another important coming from Science and Tech, Chandrayaan 3 Vikram lander landed within a buried impact crater. So basically, if you remember last year in 2023 on 23rd of August, our Chandrayaan 3 mission was completed successfully and our lander was Vikram. Okay, so Chandrayaan 3 was an orbiter that was orbiting around moon and it has dropped a particular probe that is called the Vikram lander. So it has landed into a buried impact crater. Let's see what they are saying. Scientists from the Physical Research Laboratory and ISRO stated that India's lunar mission Chandrayaan 3 landed within a buried impact crater of diameter 160 kilometer and 4.4 kilometer deep. So first of all, you need to understand what is crater. So as we know that moon has no atmosphere. So when a particular asteroid or any particular debris falls on moon, so it will particularly strike with moon and creates a kind of a hollow shape. So that hollow shape that occurs is called craters. So basically they are saying that last year when Chandrayaan 3, the Vikram lander, landed, it was landed in a buried impact crater. The diameter of that crater is 160 kilometer and 4.4 kilometer deep. So that is very big. The crater is expected to be one of the oldest on the moon, older than the South Pole Aitken Basin. Okay, so basically they are saying that this crater that is on in which the lander was landed, it is way older than the South Pole Aitken Basin. Okay, so for which purpose we have gone there. The study titled Chandrayaan 3 Landing Site Evolution by South Pole Aitken Basin and Other Impact Craters was published in the journal Icarus. Okay, so they have generally published all this in journal Icarus. The mission landed on the high latitude highland region near the south pole of the moon, approximately 350 kilometers from the SPA basin rim. Okay, so according to them, this all these things are coming under, and they have given this data. Okay, remember that. Another important news, very important these days, Earth gets a temporary mini moon asteroid 2024 PT5 to orbit Earth for 2 months. Try to understand. Earth has gained a temporary mini moon, an asteroid named 2024 PT5. Okay, so asteroid name is 2024 PT5, and it will be revolving around Earth from 29th of September 2024 until 25th of November 2024. The asteroid, around 10 meters in diameter, will revolve in the horseshoe shape for around 55 days before escaping Earth's gravitational pull. Okay, so it will be done like this, that they need to put a particular thing. Okay, 2024 PT5 originates from the Arjuna asteroid belt, which comprises back space rocks with similar orbits to Earth. The asteroid was discovered with the help of NASA funded asteroid terrestrial impact last alert system. So this all information is coming from this particular system, and they are saying that this particular asteroid is going to revolve around the earth for the next 25 days. Okay, let's see what we have in the other news. So another news is regarding the sports, and it is saying that Praveen Jaya Vikrama receives 1 year ban for ICC anti-corruption breach. Sri Lankan spinner Praveen Jaya Vikrama has been banned from all forms of cricket for 1 year. The last 6 months of the ban are suspended. The ban is for breaching the Sports Anti-Corruption Code as per the ICC, that is International Cricket Council, that is headquartered in Dubai. Charges are related to the Sri Lankan Premier League and international cricket. So basically, some charges on him regarding the information that he has hidden from the particular fees that he is getting from Sri Lankan Premier League and some other international cricket. So for that purpose, he has been put under this code that is called anti-corruption code, and that is why he has given a 1 year ban. So remember his name. His name is Praveen Jaya Vikrama. Okay, so another news we have is from sports once again. Carlos Alcaraz shocks world number one sinner in final. Carlos Alcaraz from Spain won the final game of the China Open 2024. Very important. Carlos Alcaraz is one of the new name, as we are used to get the names like Roger Federer, Rafael Nadal. Okay, and now we need to focus on the new names because the sports because it is a thing that new people are also coming. So Carlos Alcaraz shocks world number one sinner in final. He defeated world number one Jacker Sinner from Italy. It is another important name and new name from Italy. This victory marks the third time Alcaraz has beaten Sinner this year in all competition. That means that he is dominating him. The win is a significant achievement for the young Spanish tennis player. Remember, Carlos Alcaraz is a Spanish player and he won the China Open. Defeating whom? Defeating the Jannik Sinner from Italy. Okay. Once again, Shyamji Krishna Verma, revolutionary patriot and nationalist on his birth anniversary. So basically, we are talking about important days. Shyamji Krishna Verma, 4th of October 1857 to 30th March 1930, was a key figure in India's fight for independence. He founded the Indian Home Rule Society, very important, India House, and the Indian Sociologist in London. So remember what work he has done: Home Rule Society, India House, and the Indian Sociologist in London. Verma was influenced by Swami Dayanand Saraswati, Herbert Spencer, advocating for aggressive resistance and colonialism. Okay, so he was the one who basically always advocating about that we need to resist the aggressiveness that the Britishers are putting on Indians and also the colonialism that they are making in India. His work inspired future generations of freedom fighters despite facing persecution. Okay, so he was the one whose work always particularly inspired the freedom fighters who are working. So remember his name. His name is not very famous in our books, but now please remember he is Shyamji Krishna Verma. He was born on 4th of October 1857 during the time when the revolution was going on. Important day once again, World Animal Day 2024, celebrating our planet's creature. Okay, World Animal Day is a global celebration dedicated to animals' rights, welfare, and conservation. It serves as a reminder of our shared responsibility towards countless species on our planet. It is a simple way. We need to focus that what are the other creatures living with us, and we need to put it. The 2024 celebration aims to highlight the critical issues facing animal today. Okay, so basically it is focusing on these issues that if sometimes we have seen that animals are abused and these type of things. For that purpose, this day is dedicated. Understanding the depth and significance of this day is essential for promoting animal welfare. Okay, so animal welfare should be done as we are the creatures, we are the top priority creatures in this on this planet. So it is our responsibility that we should take care of others as well. Another important day, guys, World Space Week 2024, observed from 4th to 10th October. World Space Week is an international celebration of science and technology. Very important. United Nations General Assembly declared in 1999 that WSW will be held each year from 4th of October to 10th of October. The week highlights the contribution of space science and technology to the betterment of human conditions. It is time to reflect on the advancement and future possibilities in science, space exploration. So remember, every year 4th to 10th of October is considered as World Space Week. Important day once again, International Day for Universal Access to Information 2024, September 28. So United Nations International Day for Universal Access to Information is observed annually on 28th of September to create awareness about the significance of universal access to information. The day acts as a platform to assess progress made in promoting access to information since the adoption of the United Nations Sustainable Development Agenda. The 2024 Global Conference on Universal Access to Information was hosted by the government of Ghana and UNESCO from 1 to 2 October 2024 in Accra, Ghana. Okay, so basically, this particular program was started in 2024 from Accra, Ghana. The theme of the 2024 conference is mainstreaming access to information and participating in the public sector. So, create awareness in the people that they should be aware of all the things and should have access to the information. In awards and recognition, today we have that Alexander Dune awarded 2024 Shastra Ramanujan Award Prize. Alexander Dune, a mathematician from Georgia Institute. First of all, Ramanujan Prize, as we know that this prize must be in connection with mathematicians. So, as Ramanujan was one of the very famous mathematician in the world, and he was from India, and he was the very famous mathematician from the 20th century. So basically, when we are talking about this prize, Alexander Dune, a mathematician from Georgia Institute of Technology, USA, has been awarded the 2024 Sastra Ramanujan Prize. He is recognized for his significant work in analytical number theory. Okay, remember this thing, and his collaboration with Maxim Redzivil in solving the Kummer-Peterson conjecture. Okay, this is particular theory that they are particularly working on. The award will be presented during the International Conference on Number Theory at Sastra University in Kumbakonam, Thanjavur from 20 to 22 December 2024. As we know that the Ramanujan is from South India, so this prize is from that particular place. Sastra Ramanujan Prize established in 2005, young mathematician who had significant contribution to areas influenced by Srinivasan Ramanujan. Okay, as we have Abel Prize also, that is also dedicated. That is, you can say, the Nobel Prize of Mathematics. Okay, not the Nobel Prize, but it can be said as the Nobel Prize of Mathematics. So same way, Sastra Ramanujan Prize is also here. Now, another important thing, summit and conference. Let's see. So, third World Food India organized by MOFPI in New Delhi, 19 to 22 September 2024. Try to understand. Third edition, remember the World Food India. Plus, remember whenever I'm writing or whenever you will see third edition, please remember this thing because sometimes the question will come like which edition this was, which edition that was. Third edition of World Food India WFI 2024 organized by the Ministry of Food Processing Industries took place from 19 to 22 September 2024 at Bharat Mandapam, New Delhi. The event was held under the theme Processing for Prosperity. Okay, please remember the name. Union Minister Prakash Nadda, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, inaugurated the second edition of the Global Food Regulator Summit 2024 on 20th September 2024 in New Delhi. So it was inaugurated by whom? Jagat Prakash Nadda, JP Nadda. He is also, you can say, the leader of the BJP party. The summit was organized by the Food Safety and Standards Authorities of India. Okay, so that's it from this conference. And let's move to the other one. So we have another one. MOHFW and ADB host the Climate and Health Solutions India Conclave with strategic insights for future action. The Climate and Health Solutions India Conclave organized by the Health Ministry and Family Welfare. Okay, so this is a kind of a conference or conclave organized by them in collaboration with the Asian Development Bank, was held on 27 September 2024 in New Delhi. So remember, this was done with the help of ADB, that is Asian Development Bank. The two-day conclave focused on climate change and public health in India, bringing together policymakers, experts, and stakeholders to develop actionable strategies. Okay, so they will need to focus on some policies, some other things so that they can do some better things. Key dignitaries included Apurva Chandra, Secretary MOHFW, LS Changson, Additional Secretary Public Health, MOHFW, Ayako Inagakai, Senior Director, Human and Social Development, Sector Office, and Dr. Dinesh Arora, Principal Health Specialist, ADB. Okay, these people were involved in this conclave. The conclave featured roundtables on critical issues such as non-communicable diseases, mental health, nutrition, and climate health, care, human resources. I hope you are worrying about that how I can remember all these things. So you don't need to. You just need to remember that particularly this type of conclave was held by ADB. Okay, the question would come like this, that this particular conclave was held by Ministry of Health and Family Welfare with the help of which bank? Options would be like this: Asian Development Bank, World Bank, IMF. Okay, so remember the name ADB. So guys, we have come to the conclusion part, to the summary part. Let's discuss it once again. So in international news, we discussed about Sheinbaum leads as Mexico's first woman president. Reliance Group collaborates with Bhutan on renewable energy. India and Nepal signed 12 MOUs for high impact community development projects in Nepal. National news we discussed regarding the classical language status granted to, please repeat with me, Marathi, Bengali, Pali, Prakrit, and Assamese. Cabinet approves 78-day productivity linked bonus for railway employees. Cabinet approves PM RKVY and Krishnonnati Yojana for sustainable agriculture. PM Modi inaugurates GAIL first CBG plant in Jharkhand. PM Modi launches Gaushala with bio CNG plant in MP. Make in India celebrates 10-year, a decade of transformational growth. In state news, Nagaland gears up for 25th Hornbill Festival celebration. Assam's culture heritage, 8 traditional products receive GI tags. Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka signs MOU for wildlife protection and forest management. Maharashtra approves to rename Pune Airport as Jagadguru Sant Tukaram Maharaj Airport. In defense, Bharat Electronics and Israel Aerospace Industries form a joint venture for surface-to-air missiles. Aarti Sareen, first woman Director General of Armed Forces Medical Services. BEL secures MCA approval. the same news, MCA has also given the approval on this joint venture. Tata Motors to build 150 WHAP armored vehicles for Morocco. Adani and Google partner to boost clean energy in India. NASA SpaceX Crew 9 launches to ISS for science expeditions. PM Modi launches IFSC single window system developed by Dev IT. MOP unveils CSIRT power facility to protect India's power sector against cyber threats. Fossil fuel dominance in electricity generation to end by 2030, RBI report. Chandrayaan 3 Vikram lander landed within a buried impact crater. The diameter was 160 km and the depth was 4.4 km. Earth gets a temporary mini moon asteroid 2024 PT5 to orbit Earth for 2 months. Sports news: Praveen Jayavikrama receives 1 year ban for ICC anti-corruption breach. Carlos Alcaraz shocks world number one Sinner in final. Carlos is from Spain, Sinner is from Italy. Shyamji Krishnavarma, revolutionary patriot and nationalist on his birth anniversary on 4th of October. And important days: World Animal Day 2024 celebrating our planet's creatures. World Space Week, remember, from 4th of October to 10th of October. International Day for Universal Access to Information 28th of September. In awards and recognition, Alexander Doon awarded 2024 Shastra Ramanujan Prize. Summit and conference, we talk about Third World Food India organized by MOFPI in New Delhi 19 to 22 September 2024, and MOHFW, that is Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, and Asian Development Bank host the Climate and Health Solution India Conclave with strategic insight for future action. So that's it. We have discussed in this session. I know this session has a lot of things to discuss, and I hope you will find this session very interesting and knowledgeable. We'll meet in the next session, and in that session, we will discuss some more current affairs and some more knowledgeable facts. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care, everyone. See you soon.